Okay. Hello friends. So welcome to PKSR classes. So this is your CA Prasanna Kumar, your faculty for CA Final SCMP. Right, guys. Many students have started messaging me after the results of this particular exam that you know they were expecting to get good marks, but eventually they got failed, and only because of SCMP they have failed Group 2. And there are certain students who have not become CA only because of SCMP. When it comes to this July 2021 exams. Now, before I start with this video, let me make one thing clear. This July 2021, the paper was challenging, plus the correction was equally challenging. Now, this was not the case earlier. For example, if you take November, exams, the last year exams, the paper was quite a bit easy, but the correction was difficult eventually. And Jan exams, if you can take after that, the paper was quite a bit challenging as well, but the correction was little bit not that difficult. In fact, it was relatively, lethargic. I can say relatively there were a lot of students who were not even expecting 40 marks, but they ended up getting 50, 55. So to be very honest with you guys, this particular attempt, July 2021, when the paper was quite a bit challenging, I expected the same to happen. I thought that the correction will be a lot more liberal, okay, but the reality is not that. The correction was equally, if not even more challenging than the paper. So that resulted, say for example, if 100 students have failed in Group 2 in the entire country on an average, let's put it that way, 90% was due to SCMP. Are you able to understand? Or we can say, okay, let's take a better figure. Let's be conservative. Let's say 80%. But one thing we can understand is that majority of the people have failed in Group 2 because of SCMP. The same logic applies to audit in Group 1. That's how the trend has been. Now, after that, I've seen so many students that message me. They don't understand why they have failed, and they are starting their. Some of them have already started their preparation. Some of them are about to start their preparation. They are looking at different preparation strategies, videos by different faculties in the YouTube. Everything is fine. Faculties are obviously there to help, so they are trying their level best to explain what could be your strategy for December 2021. If you write one group, if you write two groups, they're giving you all the detailed preparation strategies with timetable. Everything is fine. But I thought that when I started receiving messages, I advised them few things through my audio message in my WhatsApp. But I thought the first and foremost important thing that you guys need to understand is, first of all, have 100% clarity. Why did you fail in SCMP before you plan for another preparation strategy for the upcoming exams? This is the most important thing that you guys need to do, which I see that many of the students are missing out. Because unless you know why you have failed, how are you going to rectify it? It's as simple as that. Right. Now, there are so many students who have asked me the same question. Say, I'm going to write Group 2. Now, most of them, I've given them the same answer. What I've told them is that, in case if they are very confident that they have written the paper well, but still they have failed eventually. Because there are students, trust me, who got 50 in the last attempt in SCMP. And they have ended up getting 26 to 29 this particular attempt, and they have failed. I've seen loads of people facing this kind of situation. Now, just imagine when you have got 50 in the last attempt. Even Jan paper was not that. It was not a normal paper. It was a challenging one. And again, you have studied for another time. Means its minimum expectation is that you should eventually score more or at least the same marks. But then, as you can see the result, that's how the correction has been this particular. This is the reality we need to accept or able to understand. Always, unless we understand the reality, we'll be going in a wrong pathway. Then again, we are preparing ourselves for another disaster. So that's not good. So the first thing that you guys need to understand is, why did I fail in SCMP? Now, I've talked to a few students, and few students, what I've advised them is that if you are really confident the way you have written the answer, you are really, because there are certain students who have already written the exam last time, and they will be confident because last time they have written a paper in a particular way and they have scored more than 40 or more than 50, but because of other papers probably they did not clear. But this time, so which means obviously they have been successful once if they have scored 50 or 50 plus, and again applying the same strategy, they are expecting to score the same, but then eventually if they score 29 or 30, the probability is very high that there is nothing wrong with respect to their presentation of the answer or the way they have answered their questions. There is something to deal with the correction. Maybe that's the guesswork that we can do, because if you have already proven yourself by getting marks and then next time you have studied the subject again and still you are getting half the marks that you have got in the previous attempt, that is something that we need to really think. So what I advised them was, if you are writing Group 2, if you belong to this category, if you are writing Group 2, what you guys better do is that read all the subjects except SCMP and apply for the paper through RTI. And till you get the paper, wait. Sir, should I need to waste time? No, because anyway you're gonna write a group, isn't it? So there are 3 other subjects in group. Let's say it takes 30 days to get your papers, 30 days or 40 days or whatever it is. You finish off all the 3 other subjects. You try to do revision, finish it off. Don't sit idle. Wait till you get the paper. You get the paper, you open up the paper, you see what's happening. You compare that with the ICA answer. Then you'll try to come to a conclusion that where the mistake is. You can do it yourself. That's not a problem. So you can just check the answers. Then you will be able to understand where the mistake has gone. And accordingly, you can plan your next attempt. This is the advice that I would like to give you. If I were to be in your place, I would have done the same. That's what I'm telling. Okay, right. Now, the next thing is I just had some brainstorming and then I just tried to figure out what could be the probable problem. Why somebody would have failed in SCMP. The first one is your weakness in theory. The problem with majority of the students that I've seen is particularly they have got this sort of weakness in theory, especially writing skills. Having weak writing skills. This is a major problem that I've seen. Now the question is, why do you have weak writing skills? That's probably due to lack of writing down things. The biggest mistake that students do right now is that they feel that writing notes or writing something on the notes they are considered as a time waste, kind of a work. Now that's the biggest mistake that you can ever do. If you feel auditing a particular subject, auditing in the sense just looking at the solutions and then trying to take a calci and then putting all the numbers and then chalo, this is done, and then moving on to the next problem, For few problems you can do it, or if you are revising the subject you can do it, or to save time you can do it if you already know the subject. But then if you're preparing the subject for the first time and then you are not even putting your pen on the paper and then trying to just go through that, glance through that, it's not going to work. This is one of the biggest mistakes that you can ever do. If you are doing this, stop it right now. You got to write, and please try to understand writing is not a time waste. Again, I repeat, writing is not a time waste. You take any toppers, there has been no tapper in any exam, whether it is CA or civils, big exams like that, who has cleared, who has stopped without having a self-written notes. Are you able to understand? So if you have a weakness in theory, probably if it is due to you avoid complete writing, you always try to rely on a particular book where everything has been written, then that's a mistake that you're doing. First thing is you have to write. There are 2 advantages because of that. One is you will remember well, you will remember for a long time. Second, you will develop those writing skills. You will learn how to construct sentences on your own, so that in the examination, even if you remember one single word, you'll be able to construct that into a complete sentence. Still, you'll be able to get the marks. If you don't have this writing skills, then you have to by heart each and every sentence, and that's gonna cost you a lot. This is one serious thing. Rectify that if you belong to that. Second one is important chapter strategy. Now, for your kind information, ICA themselves have given a weightage, and they themselves are not following the same, which is officially given by ICA. Then, if that is the situation, you guys following important chapter strategy doesn't make any sense, because every single attempt, the important chapters has been keeping on getting revised. In one attempt, X chapter will be important. In another attempt, Y chapter will be important. Given that kind of scenario, following this strategy is not at all good. Are you able to understand? Some people, they say that they're following this ABC analysis, A category, B category, and C category. That's fine. If you want to follow it, you follow it. But I don't think there is any merit in this. Why? Because if you can see that ABC category analysis, if you divide syllabus into 3 equal parts, in AB category already 70% approximately is covered. To be very precise, 66.7%. Obviously 70% of the marks in the examination will come from these 2 categories only. It's a basic math calculation, right? And that too, I'm talking about equal distribution. Now suppose there are 12 chapters. Are you able to understand? Let's say 4, 4, 4 you have distributed, then this logic applies. I've seen some cases where in A category they have put some 6 chapters, in B category they have put some 4 chapters, and C category they have put some 2 chapters. So out of 12 chapters, 10 has come in A and B category, then obviously 80% or greater than 80% of the marks, or even 90% will come from A, B category only. I don't see anything special over here except that it's a basic math calculation, or you will understand. But still, if you want to follow that, you can follow that. That's fine. Or otherwise, simply you can just read 80 to 90% of the syllabus and go around the exam if you don't have time. That's one thing that you can do. But my advice, don't do that. Even if you want to skip 1 or 2 chapters, just give it a glance view, at least for half an hour or 45 minutes. Take a very short material, give it a glance, and then leave it. That's fine. Half an hour, I think you can definitely spend for a particular chapter, or 45 minutes to give it a fast glance through the day before the exam, rather than skipping it, is what my advice would be. Right, after that, not able to remember what has been studied. Now, the reason for this is, as I told you, one is lack of writing. If you don't write, then you don't remember. That's one thing. Second is you don't revise. Very simple. Not revising, not writing are the basic reasons why you can't remember. This is the reason why 90% of the CA students fail in the examination. Why? Because every CA student does hard work. They read for 10 hours, 8 hours a day. But the problem is what they have studied, they cannot take it into the examination hall. They can't remember. So every single chapter, every single thing that you study right now, ensure that to remember this, what you have to do. My advice, revise and write. Or at least if you're not able to write, at least revise frequently. Now have this sort of 7 days, 15 days or 30 days kind of a session and revise it based on that. 7th day, first revision, 15th day, second revision, 30th day, third revision, something like that. I'll try to make up another video of how to have a preparation strategy clearly. What I've done when I've written my exams. I've written lots of exams, CA, CS, PGs in economics, human resource management, civils, UPSC exams. So based on my experience, I'll definitely would like to share what I would like to do. Next. There can be a possibility that there is a valuation problem as well, because ultimately the guys who are correcting your paper, they're human beings. They are with emotions, frustration, financial problems, personal problems. Yeah, there can be an issue here as well. That's why I'm asking you to bring the RTI, use the RTI Act and bring your papers, because we need to see where the problem is. This we cannot completely avoid. This is a fact. Presentation problem. Sometimes people know everything, but they are not able to present it, or even if they present it, it doesn't look attractive. It looks a lot more, cumbersome, and it becomes very difficult for a person to correct it, and then he gets frustrated, and because of that also he might give you less marks if you frustrate him. That possibility is also there. So did you do mistake over here? That you need to check. Tension is in examination hall. This is another reason. You are prepared really well, everything went fine, you took coaching or you do self-preparation, everything went really well, but you went into the examination hall, you remembered all your financial problems, you remembered your family, your mom, your dad's hard work, you remembered that you felt a lot more emotional, based upon that you got the tension, and all of a sudden you are not able to remember. That can be another reason. So in that case, my advice for you guys would be, just don't think this examination is the end of the line. If something happens, you fail. If you fail, 6 months is gonna go out. If you want, let's take debt also, no problem. Once you become qualified, say 3 months, you can close off whatever the debt that you take for your 6 months survival. No problem whatsoever. Trust yourself. That's not the end of the day. If you get tension in the examination hall, just, okay, what's gonna happen if I fail? Another 6 months. Chalta hai. I'll take debt. There is no possibility. I'll do anything that I can. But that kind of thought process in your mind really takes away your tension, and that will help you bring back your efficiency. Your mind will be cool. You'll be able to remember anything. Definitely, you'll write your examination well. Ultimately, the output is what we want. And finally, did not prepare well in the previous day of the examination. That's what. This is also very important. In examination hall, you have to be tension free, and you have to really prepare that 1.5 days before the exam or 2 days, because all the hard work that you have done in last 6 months or 1 year, everything, it comes to that 1.5 days. How you plan that 1.5 days. My advice, whatever the material that you have followed, whatever that you have repeatedly studied, that you try to read again. Don't rely on anything else. That would be my advice, because you will have that flash memory, the visual memory, if you repeatedly read from a same platform, from a same book, or from a same source. Because by repeatedly looking at the same pages, that flash memory will come to your mind, and that will really help you in case you forget something, because you will try to remember the page images, and you will try to remember the content, and then you can try to recollect. Now, this is what I've got when I try to brainstorm what could be the probable reasons that our DS students have failed. But ultimately, I would like to tell you one thing. This is not the end of the line. Let me tell you. Maybe those who are passed in the first attempt, maybe they'll have a little bit of advantage during the initial time of their career. You can catch up quite a bit easily. That's not a problem. I have seen so many cases like that in my real life. And first and foremost thing, first stop listening about others. Cut all the contacts if they are trying to disturb you or take away your confidence. Now, parents is our only responsibility. You try to go and request them, beg them, try to explain them that I've done everything right, but still something wrong has happened. As long as you have done everything right, you have done the hard work, and still something has happened and you have failed the examination, you should not blame yourself. I will not allow you, first of all, to blame yourself, because that's not correct. Just look at your selfie camera, open your selfie camera, look into the mirror and ask you, did you put your 100%? Answer is yes. No need to blame yourself, and no need to even feel bad. Of course, you will feel bad because you have failed in the examination, but after that you need to come out, because you have not done anything wrong. Why should you feel bad? Something else beyond your control has happened. Maybe this one. So get your paper. See what has happened. Are you able to understand? There are a lot many alternatives in life, Nana. This is not the end of the life. Please try to understand. Don't put too much of pressure on yourself. You got it? Right. That's what I wanted to make this video a little bit short. I don't want to, otherwise I'll become emotional and then I'll go long. Anyways, so I've seen people, students calling me, messaging me that they want to do suicide and all those things. Of course, I've talked to them, and there are so many students last attempt who have been in the same kind of situation and now they have cleared. Literally in this difficult paper, they have got more than 60 marks. Just imagine. This time, even 40-45 marks is equal to 60 marks in a normal paper, in a normal time. That's how valuable this time marks are. This time, if you have scored more than 60 means you are at next level. Salute to you. Are you able to get me? So don't worry. Don't worry, I'm telling you. First of all, don't worry. Forget about what others are talking about. Cut them first. You focus on yourself because you are the only ones who is going to protect you and your family, your parents. That's it. No doubt. And if you're lucky enough to have some good friends, they are. Apart from that, don't think about anybody else. Right? Chalo, that's it. If you want to tell me something here in the comment section, if you want to say that, explain your problem, why you have especially failed, okay, what you think you would have done wrong, and if you want any advice from my side, put it in the comment section. I'll read the comments and I'll answer you. If I cannot type it, then probably this is our WhatsApp number, okay, 9246946444, okay, right? You can just WhatsApp an audio clip. If your doubt is very big, WhatsApp an audio clip, or you can type. I'll answer it in the form of an audio reply, okay? So what do you have to do? That I can do. In case sometimes if you WhatsApp and you don't get reply, then sometimes what happens, because we receive hundreds of messages, sometimes it get missed up, 1 or 2 messages in the middle. So what you do is that just message one more time so that your audio message or the audio clip comes on the top, and thereby I'll be able to answer you. Are you able to get me, guys? So this is really important, guys. I hope this video has given you a little bit of light. Okay, so thank you so much, guys. You put it in the comment section. I'll be waiting. I'll see what are all the problems that you feel in SCMP, which is gonna make it difficult for you to pass. I'll try to help as much I can. If it is not possible for me to reply in the way of a comment, if it is really big, then only audio message will help me. In that case, I'll ask you to WhatsApp your problem to the WhatsApp number, and then I'll send you an audio message, right? Thank you so much, guys. Don't lose your heart. This is not the end of the life. Life is really big. There's a big road for you to, do your journey. This is not the end of the line. First of all, forget about that. Let me tell you, just like a phoenix bird, will rise from the ashes. Everybody does. So are you ready for it is the question. And I hope you guys are ready. So thank you, guys.